Play emote. Super tap influencer.
You're a strange one.
Good Friday afternoon, agents out there. I've been told off this week because apparently I'm not doing enough division content, but there are other areas of our digital Xbox Live world. One of them is Los Santos, so I've been there. That said, let's go and do some invaded missions, eh? This week's invaded, guys. I didn't do it last week, guys and girls, so yeah, I deserve the 10 off. There is a lot of red on my map. I don't like it. So you're going to get some random footage today as well. Look at all of that. There's all these control points. I don't like red in my world. Look at that. That's one of my favorites. Let's do the invaded missions. And invaded missions, what we're working towards here. We've got air and space. We've got American history. And we've got Grand Washington. And then the stronghold is Man in the Zoo. What we've got, we're working towards is getting a weekly done, which ends on a stronghold. We're doing invaded. We'll get some hyenas. Probably do some hyenas control points, isn't it? And then we'll do some outcast control points as well. So that's gonna be towards the weekly. This week's weekly. Roosevelt is the season pass, so we won't do that. Well, we might do that for the outcast. Let's just see how today goes. The daily project is in West Botanic Park and it ends in Lincoln. So come on, you know we're gonna do that. Actually, should do that now. But let's get the weekly done and we'll get today's daily done. Let's track that. So to get this, no, we're not going to try that. We said we're going to do invaded first. So we've got a lot to get our teeth sunk into. So this could be a good division day today. So with that said, let's just go to air and space. I'll open up my world.
Social.
I'll open up my world.
Inventory.
But yeah, I do realize I'm not playing a lot of Division this week. I mean, I've been on escalation, trying to experiment with that, trying to get into it. And I just can't get into it, agents. I really cannot get into escalation. It gets too hard too fast, and it just cheats a lot. The stuff that just happens that you're like, how's that possible? You know, how is that actually possible? So what we're gonna do then is we're just gonna focus on what we love about Division, because a lot doesn't make sense. But with that said, let's kick on. I'll go matchmaking. What build should I go with? I feel that let's just go straight into one of my main builds.
Invite to another agent's group.
I've been invited. I'm not gonna take that invite. I'm gonna go with the I'm gonna go with the Hunter's Fury build. Yeah, let's go and do that. Hunter's Fury running the chameleon and the shotgun, so we can use the extra damage we're getting off the Hunter's Fury. Let's run. Enough talking. We're 4 minutes in and we're not shooting.
Isn't gonna be easy.
You might see me switch back to chameleon because I need to get warmed up first. But let's see how things go. Yeah, this is why I stopped playing Division. This is just incredible. This is why I've hardly been on the game this week. Because it's like I'm not hitting them. It's like, you know, I don't care if they're blacked, I don't care if they're highly blocked up, it's like you're not hitting them. Like, what's changed on the builds? The builds are not changed, but because of all the stuff they've added lately, it's like this Dark Zone stuff. It's like normal mode. It's literally like I'm not hitting them. Line of sight comes into play. You're all the way inside. Let me show you.
System.
Let me show you the issue with this game. I was standing. Hold on. That's cheating. Now I want to show people.
System activated.
Main one shouldn't have all these enemies, by the way. That's what the game's cheating. So anyway, I'm gonna show it anyway. Right? If you're standing here, at this door here, or you are standing here, right? Yeah, look where look the line of sight is. If you're standing here, even worse, how are you going to hit me? And I'm standing up here. Where I was standing right here. The line of sight, if I'm looking back, you can't hit me if you're around the corner there. If you're there, or even anywhere on there, how am I standing here and getting hit? Again, it don't make any sense, and they need to fix this dumbness in this game, because there is a lot of people leaving the Division. As much as there's people coming back, the ratio of people actually coming back does not equate to those leaving. A lot of people leaving because of BS like that. I mean, escalation mode, I mean, I've asked about, it's not really got a lot of people playing. I mean, the Division devs will say, no, we've got a lot of people. No, you haven't. Come on. Not. Again, it's one of those things they've got quite right. It's like, do they want the perfect game? It's like, do they purposely break it? Because it could be
terminals or laptops you find.
so much more better.
The Black Tusk, the better we'll be able to.
And I'm a realist, just in general, like, you take a shotgun close range, you're dead. I don't care what kind of shotgun it is. Why did I have to shoot 3 times? Doesn't matter what I do. Because I'm going to give you an example. They hit me once with a shotgun, all my life is all over. And I've got some really good armor. So the rules should be both ways, no? Or am I just having a moan right now? Even when I'm on skills, I'm not relying on skills as much. It's only lately because the game cheats so much. But even when I'm on skills, I still shoot. But they use their warhounds and tanks way too much. You should rely on it. Anyway, it's good to get some air and space in. It's not a mission I do often enough. It's a decent mission. Not one of my favourites, but you know, getting this day. So those watching, You know how I do it. We're going to do the invading mission by themselves. I'm going to fight with them. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch build. Because the game cheats a lot here. Do I go burn or do I go... Let's go burn. You'll see why. The balloons are not on invaded, so I'm not going to get the balloons to open the secret room.
Humanity has been observing the planets
Because they
for
cheat up
millennia.
there. They like to become invincible up there.
To uncover some of their secrets. Earth, the third rock from the sun. Our home may not be the center of our universe. So far, it is the only planet that can support life. In the vast reaches of space, it's irrational to believe that our planet is the only place capable of creating and sustaining life. We know that Mars once had vast oceans, that many of the elements found on Earth could only be created in the intensity of a supernova. While no other planet in our solar system sustains life, it's possible that the building blocks that allow organisms to evolve from single-cell amoebas.
You know what I mean by the
to
cheating? They're
complex
up there and
living
they're
beings like
untouchable, but
you.
you'll see what I mean by the cheating. When I get up there, I'm most exposed person on
Star
Earth.
light years away.
I might as well run into them with paper as my armor and a water gun and expect explosions, because that's how exposed you are. You'll see anyway. See, hardly hitting. Hence why I was changed builds, so my fire spreads a lot. Because if I'm gonna try gunfire, you'll see what I mean. So you see, I'm up here now, right? If I go up here, I've got good cover up here, but you watch how easy they hit me. And they take positions that.
UAVs are up.
If I don't get the fire now, I'm still managing to.
For millennia, but we are only now uncovering some of their secrets. Earth, the third rock from the sun. Our home may not be
Interesting, eh?
so far.
So yeah, I'm right now at a point where been turned off the vision lately. I mean, there's a lot going good for it, don't get me wrong, I still love the game, but I'm getting turned off because it's too much imbalancing. They need to get the balances right. Why are you rolling?
Right on the ball.
I'm gonna have to reload it.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Time's up, Agent.
So that fire spreading. I'm gonna change build anyway because they are cheating. They're getting little cheap shots in that line of sight doesn't come into play. So I'm gonna wait a bit, let my skills cool down, and I'll go back to my build I was on before. So they're still getting sneaky little shots in there. I'm waiting for that. What you see is my You see where that 5 is? That's my chem launcher. I'm waiting for that to go to 7 so I can change the build. And that's another thing. This cooldown BS. They need to get rid of it. Just get rid of it, because their skills never cool down. Their skills never stop. You understand me? Their skill, they're like, they got warhounds running around. You got to shoot it like a million times for it to die. You know, when their fire stays there. They still got fire around. You know what I mean? Fire will stay there for a whole map. You know. Alright, so let's go back to the hunter's build. I'll stay on the chameleon. I'll stick with get one of my vectors out. Let's go.
Once home to flowing water, as evidenced by these images. At one point, to 1/3 of the Martian
Cheating! Look at the cheating! Cheating like that. Line of sight and all. Where the cheating comes in is that it's like I've got no arms, like paper thin arms. Like 1.4 at least 1.6 in this.
Today, water can be found on Mars largely as a Martian resource, although small quantities of water vapor in the thin Martian atmosphere.
The mean one, look at what they got sent to me. Like I'm not hitting them. Line of sight, line of sight, line of sight, anybody? Behind a line of sight. Look, 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 look. Behind a big rock. Line of sight. Line of sight. No one should be able to hit me to the left. No one should be able to hit me to the left unless you're standing right there. I'm saying, it turns me off this game. Let's be realistic about what bullets can actually do. Still a gun, still put it by stroke, by the direction of point, and they can't bend around corners. Line of sight can't be hit from the right. I'm very street. I've got a good strategy when I'm moving around, you know? You understand? I don't just run into battle. I know what I'm doing. I know what my armor can do. I know what my gun should be doing. Right? Let's just stick to line of sight, and I'm too great at this game to be. I should never go down. Put it that way. Unless I run into battle, no armor, no shield, I should never ever go down. I'm too great. Yeah, sounds arrogant, sounds overconfident.
Sounds promising.
But if you see my builds, you see my footage, this game has to cheat. And I'm someone, if I go down, then yeah, I would say, well, you know, fair dude, that's my fault. I would say that once a week. Simple as that.
Going out.
But I'm a realist. If you really in real life, if a man's got a gun pointer, you're not gonna go running into him. Look at this. I've got a gun at full blare and you're still gonna walk into me. Anyway. Even me with armor will pick when I'm gonna run into them and take them out.
Target in my crosshairs.
I know you can't be shot and move at the same time. Maybe you can get hit and roll out of it, but you can't roll and not get hit because there's still a gun trained on you. If it's an assault rifle or SMG, as long as the person's following you, you're getting hit.
Data corrupted.
But the law in this game
Guess we
is
keep looking.
as soon as you roll, you're invincible. You become... nothing can hit you.
They took him out.
What happened is that though you want to ignore your own laws, I've got Hunter's Fury. Every time I kill one of you, why am I dizzy? Okay. Every time I hit one of you, kill one of you, all of you should be disorientated. Doesn't work all the time because it cheats, but it's supposed to work all the time. what I'm talking about here, agents, is Hunter's Fury. If you read on there, enemies, Apex Predator, enemies within 5 minutes receive a debuff, applying your weapons damage against them by 20%, amplifying, sorry, weapon against them by 20%. Killing a debuff enemy with your weapon disorientates other enemies within 5 meters and amplifies weapon damage by 5% for 30 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. There's no cooldown on that. So every time I'm hitting someone, there's supposed to be a debuff on them. When I kill them, it's supposed to disorientate everyone around them. So think of that multiplied, like I'm taking out 2 or 3 guys at a time, like I'm just drilling them. Everyone around them, so they shouldn't even be able to stand up straight once one of them get hit. You understand me? Within 5 meters anyway. Think of the common sense on that. Think of how that actually works. Like, everyone around me is debuffed. If I hit
Mopping
you,
up these assholes and let's see what we can find.
you receive a debuff. Right? Be like him now. Those 2 have gone down. So anybody within 5 minutes goes disoriented. But again, it doesn't. So that's what I mean by cheat. It doesn't go by its own law. If it's not going to work all the time, then don't put it on. If there's a cooldown, make the cooldown fair. By the way, my shield.
Serious trauma detected.
Don't know where my shield is.
Agent down.
Shouldn't have died there, by the way, because the shield came out. Where are you going? Shield came
Another
out.
agent is now in your group.
How many of those per map are we gonna have to do at any one time? Probably the 50th one. Count at least 30, at least.
Probably brick.
Minimum I'm
But check out the
counting
server
is,
just to be sure.
is 20 of tanks or warhands I've seen in this map. Too many
Reformat
for one
cancelled.
person.
Attack data 0.7%.
I'll send the data you were able to recover to our tech guys just in case.
We're gonna go straight
The
up
museum is
to
secure. Well done.
American
Here's
History
hoping we get
Museum.
some-
We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do. I swear I've done this invaded this week, so I might have to bypass this. Let me see.
Detected. Friendly
What's the
control
man in
point
Zoo
in proximity.
saying? You want me to do Grand Washington Hotel? Yeah, I'm not gonna do Grand Washington. I'm not gonna do American History. Or should I? Should I do American History? Yeah, let's do American History. I've done it a few times this week, but not on. Yeah, it's not been.
Hostile
It's
control
not on.
point
It's not
identified.
on channel. So let's get this on channel. I'll do it. I'll do it just to get it in there, and yeah. So we do all 3. Right. So again, you know, those who are used to watching me, those who watch me often, those who what am I trying to say? Those who watch me often. Wait right there. It's a 10-second pause. And you're going to make a mistake. Here, what you made.